to it, and it looks like that Xinling's gonna pick.
Needs to be extremely careful. We've already seen, Snow take so many first bloods across the multiple games that AG Global have showcased across the board. So at this point, they must take perfect care of how they position and when they go aggressive.
Yeah, whether it be something that Fearless Esports Hong Kong is going to focus is the fact of their Clash Lane being one of their strongest players, one of their most improved, like I said, after their victory of their first win today. But a lot of engage going on into the mid lane, just trying to clear and get priority. But it looks like Fearless Esports was able just to clear that minion wave a little bit faster.
Yeah, input, a mistake input. Maybe Fable actually uses flash super early on.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, that means that he's going to have little means to escape, especially when Orgrin gets to level 4 as well. You can only hope that he gets that flash on cooldown before Orgrin gets to level 4 as well.
Yeah, at the same time, Fearless Esports Hong Kong, they have established a small lead for themselves, right? They have stolen one of the Tusk boar camps, and it's going to dwindle the farm and EXP for Zhouke for a little bit. But we'll see what's the recovery like for AG Global.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much of a pit in the tracks of AG Global, but we shall see, like you said. But currently, it's very, very tamed sort of team fight. Well, 2v2s in this mid lane. It looks like Orgrin's going to try and upset that motion in the ocean. And we have Liempo going in, so Xinling there going into the back line, trying to do some damage onto Woodwind. There is a 3v3 potentially going on in the mid lane, but it looks like they're just going to prioritize taking these minion waves and just making sure they nullify. But oh, the cinders come through. The damage goes onto Urtien. Is that not going to be enough? No, Fearless Esports just missing out that blood onto the side of AG Global. The Blazing Brilliance does come through, and that is going to be enough to take down Zhouke on the side of AG Global.
Yep, a small misstep, but it's going to be Fearless Esports Hong Kong that capitalize off of it. Now, it's only 2 minutes in the game, and it's 1 kill. So first blood going to the side of Fearless Esports, but this does help them in the EXP and gold department. Now, the kill went over to the Dole here. So Woodwind, okay, free gold, sure.
Yeah, more so bragging rights on getting first blood right, rather than like, hey, our support got first blood. That gold really could have got over to our mid lane or jungle, but hey, Dolia got it anyway.
Yeah, and I like this. Zhouke, oh, hang on, it's the one-on-one here. So Snow not going to give an easy game to Xinling as we expected from the start.
Yes, no, it's looking like Snow's just trying to play a little bit calm and collective, it seems. He's not had much engage onto Xinling into the Clash lane, and it's showing here that he just wants to sort of give his time to shine, just get that pop-off moment that he's waiting for, not to try and sort of underestimate his teammate in his lane.
Yeah, no. Snow, he does have the 1 level advantage, but Xinling, when he hits level 4, hang on.
Oh, the Blazing Brilliance from downtown goes on to Qian, and then it's the Blazing Brilliance from Fable that was able to claim a kill. So the kill that should have gone over to Fable in the first place, that went over to Dolia, has now gone over to Fable. So resources finally going in the right place. And speaking of resources, they're at 10.9k to 9.5, which isn't a lot, but it's still a lead you'd rather be ahead of right now. And you can see some of these itemizations starting to fall through. We have a lot of the boots being built here, some of the second tier items as well. But neutral objectives are now on the board. We see a lane dipping down to the mid lane, hopefully to give some assist to the Tyrant, but it's looking like Fearless Esports don't need it. We have Zhouke into the back. He's not able to counter the smite there, but here we are. We're having big knockups from the side of AG. That is a 1-1 trade. Zhouke doesn't have a means to get out there. He exhausted his second skill, but he's able to get out now, but he's on the run from Xinling. That is a double kill for Snow as well. So a lot of a bait and switch there, really focusing the attention away from Xinling, because if Xinling stayed in that team fight, that could have gone completely different for AG.
Yeah, they got a little bit too greedy at this point, and it's being punished once again.
Yes, Mayin with a bit of a flurry of attacks there. The Blazing Sun Arrow comes through, doesn't quite land onto anybody. I think the Maple Dance actually cancelled that out because it was actually going into the direction of Liam Pope, but he didn't get stunned. So I can only assume from off-map knowledge that the Maple Dance saved him.
He actually used the burst ram to get rid of it with the anti-CC properties here. The split fight really makes so much sense, right? Joe did so well allowing the space for Snow to come in, get the jump in on the backlines as well. And not only did he pull them in deeper towards the line of AG, he himself survived. And look at the farm that Zeiss has got on his hands now.
Yes, plenty of farm on Zeiss' hands, and that's not where... And KK knows this firsthand, right, is that if you give over the farm all the way to the early, it's going to be troublesome, but Joe is able to dodge that Blazing Sun Arrow. The Blazing Brilliance comes through, so that's 2 ultimates being burnt through, but we do know we have a Dolia that's able to give over another ultimate because she is so generous, but nothing quite happening in that mid lane just yet. No conclusion between two of these teams.
Yep, it's really more of like burning resources at this point. Path of Passing going to be laid down by Joe, really just to get vision and hopefully not get the stun, and Fable looking for more.
Yes, Dao is going in for the engage as well. The Blazing Brilliance does come through and takes a lot of damage onto the Lee and Poe. We know that Angela is an anti-tank hero, and to pair it against Lee and Poe with that Blazing Brilliance is going to be a brilliant move here, and looking pretty low. The Blazing Sun Arrow does come from downtown, but doesn't hit anybody once more onto the side of AG Global, but Joe is looking like, no, sorry, Zeiss was in trouble there and gets taken down by Dao.
Yeah, unfortunate, but it is still Fearless Esports. They just want to put the pressure onto the side of AG Global, and I have to say it's working thus far.
Yeah, they just have a lot of pressure with the likes of the Angela as well. All they need to do is just lay down some of those Burning Cinders, lay down some of that Blazing Brilliance, and you're already starting off a team fight with your tank at pretty much half health as well. So they've got to try and find a way, that is AG Global, to navigate these future team fights. But T1 down in the mid lane is very vital, but it looks like Fearless Esports is looking for another T1 in the farm lane, and where they could potentially lose their T1 in the mid lane here, because AG's already done a lot of damage onto that T1, but the Blazing Sun Arrow does come through once more. Is it going to land onto Mayin? Nope, it missed.
Yep, it's going to be about positions, right, in the map. You can see Fearless Esports Hong Kong, they want to try and establish some control and, more importantly, some vision as they're going to start working on the Overlord.
Yeah, so looking to try and take up their second neutral objective from AG Global, and they were able to, so both Overlord and Tyrant going over to the side of Fearless Esports Hong Kong. Joe and Xingling here in the mid lane. Ertien trying to drop that. Winter is coming, but the Untargetable comes through from Dao. So a great counter to that engage.
Yeah, if you take a look at the itemization, you have the double Sparkforge Dagger. That's going to be quite damaging against the likes of AG Global, because simply they have a lot of iframes and nobody will kind of get chunked down really fast on the side of Fearless Esports. But they're going to give it a try. AG looking for an opening.
Yes, here comes the Blazing Sun Arrow. Oh, okay. The CC immunity comes through for the Liampo, basically nullifying that Blazing Sun Arrow once more. Not quite landing the way that they should do, but a little bit more moving the camera over to the backside of that Crimson Golem. We see that Mayin's taking a 1v1 onto the lane, into the backside. But there we go. That is a triple man knockup for Liampo, but Joe is getting too much damage taken onto him. That is not going to be enough for them to not escape with the Ogryn. So again, Fearless Esports with another kill to their name, almost 2k gold as well.
Yep, it's all about the heals, the peels, and that is going to allow AG's blood to be spilled at this point. And this is opening up the map so much for KK. He has only died once, and he's already at 5.3 thousand gold.
Yeah, it's not the place you want to be in, right? I mean, it's very close for both Zeiss and KK, but Zeiss is not quite popped off yet. He's only still sitting on that 1 kill, whereas the same as for KK, he's offering a lot of across the map utility with the Blazing Sun Arrows, but he's also playing macro very well.
Yep, he just needs that Eternity Blade, right? At this point, Zeiss won't be able to really teamfight that much. They don't offer enough damage at this point on the lineup for the side of AG Global. So it's a risk, right? Because at this point, Fearless Esports Hong Kong, I think they can do a little bit more to try and get more structural damage done. And if they don't do this quick enough, AG Global are going to fight back, because once they have the damage, it's pretty hard to fight into their lineup.
Yeah, the team fights definitely towards the mid to late game are going to be a lot more stronger, but it's just counting on Xinlin to be in the right place at the right time with this Lian Po. Gets a double knockup with the CC immunity from the Angela's Blazing Brilliance. Is not going to allow that Angela to be knocked up, but what is My Ian comes into the backline. Snow with the same MO with the backline takedown, but Fearless Esports have the recipe to counter the Snow by melting it with Hou Yi.
Yep, it is fire melting the ice at this point. It's looking like there's more free kills on the board for the side of Fearless Esports Hong Kong. A very strong showing, right? This is not what I expected out of AG Global. But hey, props to Fearless Esports. They are really making the composition work for themselves.
Yeah, both teams currently on an unblemished record, so somebody's record's about to be blemished in this game one, right? But so far, AG Global are definitely playing on the back foot. They have only one T2 turret remaining. They have none of the neutral objectives. All objectives are going over to the side of Fearless Esports. But is this AG Global just being a little bit cordial, a little bit respectful, and seeing what Fearless Esports can do in game one? Or is this the Fearless Esports we've been waiting for since day? Yeah, it looks like we've been given the okay signs there from Etienne, so we are going back ahead here now, and it's looked like that the T2 is still standing. The Shadow Overlord is still standing as well.
Yep, and if you take a look at the itemization, the range is going to be increased for the side of KK. They want to take this fight far away. They want to make sure that he will not be identified and found out by Snow with that flank move.
Yeah, we see that Angela's trying to phase check those bushes there just to make sure that Snow is nowhere to be seen and no ganks to be had onto the side of Fearless Esports. But we're already seeing the side lanes both have that minion wave there as well as the mid lane, so it's going to force a fight somewhere, and it looks like it's going to take place here in the mid lane, as they already see that the minions are taking the T2 up into the clash lane, so no T2 standing for AG Global. But the Blazing Brilliance onto Snow is just too powerful here for AG Global, as they are looking to lose the high ground turret on the farm lane here because they have no front line. Xinlin is just a little bit too damaged to try and save the high ground turret, and if he just went in there to die, that death spawn timer is going to be a little bit too long here. But again, we're seeing another engage here for the Blazing Brilliance, just doing so much burst damage onto Etienne. So down goes Princess Frost, down goes the mid high ground turret, and hello, this is the Crystal call in. We need backup, but there is no backup from AG Global. They have taken the first round. Fearless Esports on